This video review is on the Genius Nicer Dicer, and on the packages it says the perfect tool for every meal you prepare, one-step precision cutting, dices, juliennes, and chops. So you get 2 blades and 2 containers with lids and a recipe booklet, container, and or a container to hold the chopped up vegetables or fruits. And so I'm going to do an onion soup and also test it out on tomatoes, carrots, potatoes. So you got the containers, you have the blades or the cutting board right here, you have the other blade right here, you have a peeler, and you have a recipe booklet. And so the Nicer Dicer was originally designed as an onion dicer. You can do whole onions and everything is the same size. And so one of the recommendations was you do everything skin side down, so that would apply to tomatoes, and so let's see if their claim that it cuts a tomato perfectly as long as you do skin side down actually works. And just to give you a comparison to the slap chop in size, here's the slap chop right here, you can see it in my hand, and then you have the Nicer Dicer. This recipe is for a simple onion soup, and it's one of the simplest onion soup recipes I've found. Who knows if it's going to be good, but wanted to try the Nicer Dicer. So we have 6 medium-sized onions, 3 ounces of melted butter, 1 tablespoon flour, 1 quart of boiling water, salt and pepper to taste, grated nutmeg, and 2 well-beaten eggs. So let's get started. Okay, the onions are done. You still have to peel them. So I want to cut it small, so I have the small blade in. You have the lid right here, and I'm assuming you just put the lid somewhere that should lock in place like that, so it's locked in place. So you have the onion. These onions are too big. I'm gonna have to cut them maybe into force. Okay, so here we go. So 1, 2, 3, and let's see if it works. Alright, takes a little bit of force, but it does cut the onion. Alright, that didn't work. Let's try this again. Alright, so far it's having troubles cutting it. There we go. It does take some force to push this down, and it could just be due to the small blade why it's so hard to get through there, but it seems like an awful lot of force to put on this. See, I'm putting so much force on this that it feels like it could break almost. And you can see on the back right here the onion's sticking. I just put on the larger blade, and I'm going to get the other container lid right here. Put it on. There we go. Let's try this with a bigger blade. Now still, you have to put a lot of force on this thing. That works a little bit better. Alright, let's continue chopping. And I think we had our first casualty. 1 second. Yep. One of the blades on the Nicer Dicer broke off. So one of the blades that goes right here, maybe I can put it back on, but that broke off. I haven't cut 2 onions so far, and as you can see, this is a huge mess. We have a broken blade, onions everywhere. I mean, watch how easy it is to cut an onion. I mean, it's just that easy. I mean, how hard is it with a knife, you know? And then you cut them up. Alright, so another problem. So I just put in the larger blade with the one broken or missing now. But as you can see right here on the larger blade, this one's now bent. So that's another problem. Bending blades. I mean, the plastic is heavy duty, but the blades, like, that's the part that is lacking the quality. So just trying to make things better, I used a packet of top ramen beef seasoning. A lot of the onion soup recipes, this one doesn't call for chicken broth or beef, or chicken stock or beef broth. So I'm thinking it can't hurt, and let's see how it tastes. So first I'm going to try the big grate. It's broken, but I just don't see how a tomato will cut with the small one. So let's see what happens with the Roma tomato. Here we go. Skin side down, and alright, that's how you put on this thing. Alright, it just got everywhere. So skin side down. Bam, we're going to press it through. Nothing's happening. And this thing doesn't want to press through. Alright, so basically it's worthless. Yeah, actually it came out. Alright, let's see what the cuts look like. Yeah, pretty even cuts. Does a decent job, but they do get stuck in the grates. Alright, let's try the large tomato. Here we go. Large tomato, skin side down, put in the middle, and press. And press pretty hard. And so maybe just hitting it works. And it did cut the tomato pretty well. I don't see this thing ever replacing a knife. And finally, let's try the apple, skin side down. I just want to cut it just to make sure. Alright, here we go. The apple in the middle. And it just gets stuck in there. There we go. And it cut the apple. So here's a small cutter on an apple. Put this thing on in the middle. Here we go. Yeah, and actually that doesn't work too bad. So I've actually had better luck with the small cutter than the large one. So cuts them up into little pieces, as you can see there. Alright, and finally let's do the carrot. So let's make perfect carrot sticks as they did in the infant commercial. So here we go. Just stand upright like that, and you press down, and this is taking a lot of force. It's cutting and chops it. So I have a feeling in the infant commercial they went through a lot of blade. Alright, so we got the big blade on, here we go, and carrot cutting. I'm just going to do it without the guard. See, it gets stuck in there, but it does cut pretty well. Now we have two blades that are bent. We have one right there, one right there. They're loose, and that one's missing. So this is basically worthless. I'm gonna throw it away, and that's done. Potato French fries. So put this on, and actually that does a great job. We have little mini potato chips. Here's the finished product, the onion soup right here. I added a little cayenne to give it heat, and of course the packet of top ramen beef flavor, and salt, pepper, a little nutmeg, and let me taste a little bit. And it's actually pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but might be worth a try. It's simple, it's quick. I definitely want to recommend the Nicer Dicer.